Might be live now. I don't know. Am I live now? I might be live now. Give it a second. Hold on. Okay, I'm live. I am live. How long have I been live? I don't know. I don't remember. Anyways, let's see here. Yeah. So, yesterday, was it yesterday? I don't completely remember. I think it might have been the day before. No, it was yesterday. I was building. I was building a level. I started building a level. I was doing my first building stream, but I was encountering some technical difficulties, so I ended stream early. And through me ending stream early, I came to the conclusion that you know what I need to do. I need to aim a little bit lower. Not to say that I shouldn't make something cool, but I need to make something. I need to make something feasible because I have zero creating experience. That's not true. I have created levels in the past. That was 8 years ago. So, uh, you know, building back up that confidence that I need to make. Oh shoot! Nope. I hate free move. I hate it. I hate it. I'll put it on snap just in case. There we go. Building level. This is when I had started a little while ago, but I had like zero gameplay for, and I picked it back up today because Newgrounds was down. I don't know if it still is down, and I wasn't able to download any songs, so I just picked one from the music library, and I'm pretty sure this one was intended for platform levels. But I thought, you know what? This makes me think of a monster truck rally. Monster truck rally. Take out the truck, you get monster. Take out the rally in Monster Rally, you get monster. Add club step to that, and you get whatever this thing right here is. You see this? That's a club step monster. So I'm working on the gameplay. I want to do the gameplay first. I've added some decoration, which speaking of, I don't like these spikes. I think they gotta go. Just in case, I made this section pretty forgiving. There's D blocks pretty much on the on not just the bottom but the top two, just in case. And I think that will make it easier for mobile players to be able to beat this level too. I do my best whenever I'm trying to make a level. I do my best to keep in mind that people play on mobile because I myself was a mobile player for years. I'm talking, I'm talking, decade, you know. Oh God. Yeah, and I did have to put D blocks underneath the spikes too, because you know those hitboxes. They sure are something. And that something is not triangular. The hitboxes are in fact rectangles. If anybody watching the stream, which I don't know if anybody is, anybody watching the stream, if you don't know, they probably do. But the hitbox for the spikes are so rectangular and so weird, in fact, that you can pretty much go like a third inside of the spike before you actually die. It's kind of crazy. Shoot, for a little while, because I was doing some building before I started stream. Um, I thought, you know what, should I nerf, uh, go over here, like, should I nerf this spike right here? Because it kept killing me. But I think after a bit of practice and, you know, some play testing, it's not actually that bad. You just have to not click so early. Like that. That was clicking a bit too early. But yeah, there we go. So I've got this here. I don't know. I don't remember why I have these on a separate layer. I think it's because once I've got all of this stuff laid out, I'm gonna select the whole thing and turn off glow and turn off fading. Um, and just to keep the structures intact the whole way through the level. And so that, because I'm gonna be honest, I don't like glowy objects. That's not really my thing, unless the level works with glowy objects, which I don't know how to do yet. But yeah, this level is gonna be like 45, 46, maybe 47 seconds long. It's gonna be medium length, as the title says. Something like that. I got an idea. Look at how snazzy that looks. Look at that. Oh, that looks nice. Okay. I am gonna have to go to the edit real quick. I personally think if I do this, it shouldn't look as bad. Yeah, it does look better. It looks more connected. I don't know if I want this to be 8 or 9 star or a demon. I'm thinking I'm gonna go for 9 star, but I'm probably gonna have to go 8. I don't know, because building demon levels, I've noticed, takes a lot of finesse that I don't have, because I am very new to the level editor. As long as you don't, you know, take into consideration the levels I made back on my iPad when I didn't have an account, when you could upload levels without needing an account. Shout outs to Ground Zero Auto, it should say it's by Serpentine29. That is me, or that was me. That iPad broke. It's every time I tried to turn it on, it would just it would go to like the homepage and then boom, go back out. A boot loop. It was in a permanent boot loop that I could not get out of, no matter how much fixing and testing I tried to do. I just could not. So I had to can it. I like that. I like the structure. I'll make one lower. What about that? What about that? What about that? What about that? Huh? Huh? Let me think. I'll do some play testing and see if I can beat that. I'll see if I can beat this. I'll see if it's too difficult. If it's too difficult, I'll change it, but... There we go. Here, hold on. Hold on. Gotta go full playtesting mode. Damn. Also, that triple spike at the beginning is buffed. I also made an anti hold to jump mechanism because unfortunately, no matter how much I buffed it, I couldn't buff it to the point where it was basically the was it Acheron first click without doing like a thing where like they just hold it to start and then it just jumps over automatically and makes the jump. I couldn't do that. So I put this little pillar coming down from the start, and that basically prevents people from going, oh hey, I could just hold, and that first jump is free. Perfect. I really like that. I really like how that plays. I gotta play that again. I really like how that plays. This is something I would want to like play, especially if I was like a newer player. Like this feels newer player friendly, and that's kind of I guess what I'm going for. Maybe, probably not though. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm going for with this level, except that I wanna put some club set monsters in, some fun club set monsters. That's kind of what this level is an excuse to do. It's an excuse to do that, and also to really test out my Geometry Dash editor prowess that I do not have. I really got to work on my skills in the editor, and I don't know. This song, I listened to it and I was like, yes, club step monster. That's what it made me think of. Like, people will call me crazy for that, but this song makes me think of like a club step monster is driving its Ford F-150 down a busy like neighborhood street at like 5 miles per hour above the speed limit, with his arm out the window, and he's smoking a cigarette. He's got a thing of wheat in his mouth, like a farmer. He's got a hat on. I don't know what kind of hat, but he's got a hat on. He's got some overalls too. And he's like, I stop for nobody. If they get in my way in this busy neighborhood street, I'm gonna hit them with that Club Step Monster Special, aka Roadkill. So, okay. I think this bit sucks. I'm moving on to a different bit, and this bit is called me just talking about the level making process. Okay. How will I fit a club step monster? Brilliant idea. Brilliant. Hold on. I need to go into. I need to actually put this into play, so I know where the roof is. I don't know. If this creeps into the territory of being a demon, I'll still probably only request 9 stars because it is a medium level. Okay, hold on. I need to zip it and shut up for a bit, just to, because I do need to focus on where. I really like how the little slide corridor syncs with the music. Okay, so a bit more down. I want this to be centered. In the center. And then I can execute my master plot. Oh, I could have seen. Okay, I could have seen the roof in just normal test mode. Okay, well, I feel stupid. I'm learning. I'm learning about the editor. I'm learning about it. You know what I really want to do? Make cool levels. Once I'm done with this, I'll start planning out. I was listening to. I was binging some old Boom Kitty songs, and um, one of my favorite Boom Kitty songs just so happens to be like one of the first ones he made. At least that I know of that he made. Because like one of the first ones on the timeline for like streaming services like Apple Music and Spotify and stuff like that. I really like the song Mojave Radio. I really like its vibe, and it makes me really think. It makes me really think of some wacky stuff, like some desert antics. So I'll be honing in on a specific desert theme that I want to go for that level, and then I think I might build that one on stream, just because I like streaming, even though nobody really tunes in. It's fun to just know I got some stuff out there, and in case if I ever want to make a highlight video, I just have the VOD ready. I download the VOD, and then I go into iMovie of all things, because that's like the only editing software I currently know how to use proficiently. Specifically iMovie on an iPad, on an iPad 2 specifically, not iPad Model 2, just an iPad. Sorry, worded that wrong. But put it into iMovie and just make some cuts. I know how to do subtitles with that. I know how to green screen in things there. Do some special effects. I know my way around iMovie because I used to mess around with it a lot when I was younger. So you know, I think I'm gonna reverse this. Yeah, as I was saying, I pop it into iMovie real quick. I want to finish that thought. I pop it into iMovie. You know what I do from there? I make the cuts, subtitles, all this and that. Then upload it to the cloud, baby, and then I download it from the cloud onto my computer. And you know what I do from my computer? Then I upload it onto YouTube, and that's what I will do when I upload my first videos. But currently I don't really have like any edited down content on my channel. Please do ignore the awful channel trailer I made at like 3 o'clock in the morning on a whim. That, oh, I cringe at it. I cringe. You know, I shrivel up like a raisin whenever I go to my channel to start streaming, and it auto plays the channel trailer, and I genuinely like I, not physically, but I like I don't know, like it's like mentally but also physically at the same time. I feel like I'm shriveling up. Like I just feel like a raisin, like a cringe. Like you know, cringe didn't used to mean like something cringy on the internet, like type of thing, or something like cringe that somebody would do. That would be cringe. Cringe wasn't like a descriptor word. It was like an actual like bodily function. Like you'd cringe after hearing the sound of nails on a chalkboard. And to be honest, most things that like we would call cringe, genuinely like it don't actually fit the bill because they don't make you cringe. And that's something that pisses me off about that word specifically, is that like, come on, like if you're gonna call it cringe, it had better have made you like go like physically, like physically make you cringe. And it's like oh, that's so cringe, it made me cringe, and that would make a lot more sense. All right, cringe rant over. Level making back on the menu. Let's go. Okay. Oh, that's tough. Wait, okay. I gotta check the borders on it. I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm practice mode. I'm practice moding my own level. Perfect. Okay. Actually, aha! I got it. I figured it out. One higher, copy and paste. There we go. All right. Well, so far, I think it's pretty good. I do want to end the wave section, though. So I think what I'm going to do is just start testing out putting a portal at the very end here. I don't think that portal can be skipped. You definitely don't want somebody skipping a portal when they're transitioning from a wave to something else, because wave is just such an overpowered game mode compared to the other ones. Like, honestly, like, if we were power scaling, I think the wave game mode solos Goku. I think it solos. Oh God, I don't know. I'm very hesitant because I do want to make something rate worthy by the end of this. But my concern is if I make it too hard while it's also super short, it might just straight up not get rated. You know what I mean? I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that. Oh, you know what? Big solution. Big solution? I got the solution. Hold on. So, what I think I'm going to do is this. Yo, I would not know these little keyboard shortcuts to like doing this, flipping around things. If it weren't for Woolsey, dude, like, oh God, what happened over here? What happened over here? Oh God. I remember a little while ago I was watching some Woolsey videos, like binging some of his videos, and just like straight up, I would not know some of these shortcuts without those videos. Ah, dude, it's kind of sad. I'm kind of sad, you know. I'm sad but happy at the same time because good for him. Like, he's pursuing whatever he's pursuing and stuff. But like, it's always bittersweet seeing somebody retire from YouTube. Perfect. I got it perfect. That gameplay rocks. That gameplay rocks. You know what rocks? This gameplay. I'm gonna do a test run. Oh, that flows so well. The transition from wave to ship actually goes so hard. Oh, I'm so proud of this. Oh. Gentlemen, this is Democracy Manifest, dude. Oh my, I'm back at it. It's a stim. I can't stop stimming that. God. I got the tism. I'm gonna be honest, I genuinely should at some point just like get tested for autism. My brother has autism. You know, I'm pretty sure one of my grandfathers, he has autism. Or at least he damn well acts like it. But I don't know, like I'm diagnosed with ADHD, but I have a feeling it's not just ADHD. And so, okay, so a bit of a story time real quick. So many of my teachers have like recommended that my parents get me tested for autism. Like back in the day in elementary school, I straight up remember my fourth grade teacher was like, because I'll be honest, I used to be like way like super like emotional. I would cry over the littlest things. Dude, my fourth grade teacher was probably so fed up with that because my parents told me that, hey, Miss S, Mrs. S, your fourth grade teacher has asked us if we have gotten you tested for autism. And it was like, all right, Mom and Dad, thanks for letting me know about that. I don't know how to feel about that, but completely honestly, I hyper focus hard. But I also do get very distracted. I don't know. It might just be a severe case of ADHD, because I was diagnosed with ADHD very young age, before all this tic tac and reels. Sorry, that was a bad joke. I'll just call it TikTok. I know it's TikTok. Before like TikTok, shorts, and reels, and all this like attention span like deprivating stuff. So, I've had it for a while, and of course, like all the shorts and all this and that, which I don't really indulge in short form content. In fact, I kind of had to have a bit of like a hate boner for it, because I don't like the fact that it is, I guess, somehow given people ADHD, and now my ADHD meds are like super expensive, and I don't like that they're expensive, which is why I don't take my meds like quite often. I just won't take them so that I don't run out of them. So on like days I know I'll need my medication, I'll take my medication. But like, medication is expensive, and that's an issue that like I'm very vocal about. Like with the rise of like ADHD or ADHD like symptoms in people, because I don't think that people who like got addicted to TikTok and now have like short attention spans, I don't think that that's ADHD. I just think that's, you got addicted to short form content, and now you're like acquainted with it and you're used to it, so now your attention span is just straight up bad. But the medications that help ADHD do help people with short attention spans regardless. So I guess I sort of understand it if it's like to help other people, but like, with the rise in people who need those medications, like need air quotes, some of them don't need it, but people who would benefit from those medications, I guess, with the rise of that, it's just made like so many medications super expensive. I think I was on like not Concerta, was it? I was on, I forget. Whatever the previous medication I was on, it just got so expensive that like, oh my god. And then it wasn't just expensive, it was just straight up like hard to find. Like it wasn't in stock in any pharmacy, and they weren't getting any shipments to any pharmacies. So I had to switch medications. Thankfully, the one I switched to didn't pull an Adderall on me and make me an emotional wreck. Fun fact, I was on Adderall for years, and it messed with my emotions. I cried a lot. Adderall, listen, Adderall, I do not recommend Adderall for anybody who has ADHD or not ADHD. Just straight up, I'm an advocate against Adderall. I will never forgive Adderall for what it did to me. You know what I mean? Like, Adderall killed my family, and it murdered my friends. Like, that's how I feel about Adderall, straight up. Like, it didn't actually do that, obviously. Like, I'm being super, like, whatever the word is for that. I'm being super, like, goofy about it. I'm being goofy about it, but at the same time, I seriously do not like Adderall. And apparently people get addicted to that stuff. People get addicted to Adderall. It is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Adderall is like the closest like pharmaceutical you can get to straight up meth. I don't know if that's true or not, but I remember telling somebody, yeah, I'm on Adderall, and they're like, oh, so you're on meth. This was like back in elementary school. I do not know how that kid knew what meth was. I hope they're doing okay though. Um, Maybe they were just a big fan of Breaking Bad, which prompts the question: why were they watching Breaking Bad? They were in elementary school. But then again, I picked up a really bad habit of swearing like a crap ton. No, that sounds stupid. Dude, I used to swear a lot, and I still do. But I started swearing a lot in elementary school. All my friends did it. Every other kid did it pretty much. You know, I'm not. I'm gonna be honest. I like to be transparent about this, but I'll be. Thanks, great. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thanks for the compliment. But you know, I remember specifically before I knew what those words meant. I would say slurs. I never said the N word because I just straight up never like heard that one until I got into middle school. I never heard anybody say the N word. I don't know how I avoided it, like until I got to middle school. But that's a long time avoiding it. But I guess the usage of the word has gone up over time. But you know, can I do level requests? Let me check actually because Newgrounds was down. I'm just thinking I left off on a really weird cliffhanger. Real quick, just want to finish off the little story. Never said the N-word, but I did drop a couple of F-bombs. Not the fuck word, not the fuck word. I said the gay one. And I did not know what it meant, and I called people that, and that was in elementary school, so, you know. Level request is 121-701-049. Real quick, before I can take any level requests, I do need here, I'll just go to Skeletal Shenanigans and see if I can download the song. Okay, Newgrounds is back up. Okay, I'm banking on this not being like some sort of a, I don't know. If it isn't rated, I will err on the side of caution because I have browsed the recent tab several times and it's just flashbanged me with NSFW content, and I am streaming right now, so you know, I don't want that to happen because I am not a large enough channel to get forgiven by YouTube at all. I have like 3 subscribers. 121 71 0485. Okay, what is this? Line breaks. And what's this uploaded? 15 hours ago. I have 4 subs. Oh, thanks. Thanks, dude. That means a lot to me. I guess I'm trying to grow a platform. I'm doing this because I find it really fun. I find it really fun. Oh, hold on. I actually want to beat this now because this actually looks cool. Okay. What is this song? This is a Cold Break song? I didn't know any lyrics were ever in any of the songs. Oh, okay. Hold on. This might take me a couple attempts, but I will beat this. I will beat this. Oh no, I fell out of the world. Okay. I really vibe with the song. I think the song choice is pretty good. Yeah, I'll do a practice run. That's actually a good idea. Okay. Oh, that's difficult. Hold on. Oh, god damn it. Sorry. Oh, god. Hold on. I accidentally exited practice. Silly me. Okay. How do you get that coin? I don't think I'm gonna go for that coin, but I'm interested to know how you get that. Whoa. Oh, how do you do? Wait, how do you do the fisheye lens effect? I gotta figure that out. Because I've seen it done in levels before, but I really like how this level does it. All right, time to beat the level. That's hard. That's like you have to click really quickly on that input. That's the hardest part of the level right there. That single input. All right, request. I can do some level requests. If somebody has a level request, put the ID in chat. I would prefer levels that have like some downloads, even like rated levels, because I just want to be safe. I've seen some horrifying stuff on the recent tab. So just if you have a level request, drop it in. Yeah, I will check it out after this level. Now it's funny. I was thinking about maybe doing like a level request stream today, but then Newgrounds was down and I could not download any songs. So it's like, all right, I'll just do some building. I guess it's cool that people want some level requests. I can do that. Okay. I do have a couple of like issues with this level, particularly that one part with the pink orb that I just passed. I think it would have been better if you could just see like the spike that comes down like already. Like if it didn't have any movements, I think that would have been pretty good. Oh, all right. I think for the most part, I've seen enough of this level. I do really like it. I'll give that 6, considering it's pretty short. Full level, rate 5 stars. Oh, sorry, I rated it 6. Oh, but yeah. Not bad. There we go. All right. Oh, you made it. You made it on your tablet. That's pretty cool. All right. All right. On to Suzu's 12172. 700. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully this is the right level. Unnamed 25. Is this you? Is this your level? That has a lot of likes for the amount of downloads. I guess it got a high expectations. Okay, hold on. I vibe with the decoration. This is a pretty good design level so far. I vibe with the decoration a lot. Okay, I'm gonna go into practice because I don't know what I'm doing there. Okay, I think I just need to jump earlier. Okay, beautiful section. All right. Okay. This one I know I definitely have the patience to do this one. It's super short, but it's pretty sweet at the same time. I think if you work on this a bit more, increase the level's length, keep the gameplay sort of similar to how it was here, maybe do a couple of fixes. I do want to go into practice mode. I do have a bit of a criticism, just one. All of this right here, it's great. Also that coin. Let me try getting the coin in practice. Great coin, amazing coin. I think specifically this pad transition, I think could be a bit clearer. Other than that, without some indicators, it's a bit iffy. But add like some indicators and just like maybe jump here because it is unclear, or make it just a bit more easy to see. Other than that, really good. Yeah, honestly, I will put this in rating purgatory, which is where I put levels that have not been rated yet. I'll work on the level a bit, do some updates on it, and yeah, if you want to like reach out to me, my account is obelisk31. Just shoot me a message when you've done some updates, and I can like give you some like feedback on it. I really like how this is going. I like what you have. I really like what you have, and if you work on it some more, I think you could get a rated level. I think you can get it rated. So yeah. All right. Oh, when watching. All right. I think everybody has left the stream. All right. All right. Okay. There we go. All right. Probably okay. Well, back to building. I don't think anybody is watching right now, so I think I'll keep it chill. If anybody pops in, you know. Okay. No, I think I might keep the stream short. I like what I've done so far. I think that's beautifully transitioned. I think right now, I'm because it is getting late, and I have to wake up kind of early tomorrow morning. Thank you for anybody who tuned into the stream. Really appreciate it. Actually, uh, just at the end of the stream, I'll do a practice mode showcase of a great level, just to end things off. This level is probably one of my favorite demons in the game, solely because the gameplay is super good. I also don't mind the visuals. I think the visuals are great. For being like a 1.0 style level, it does its job very well. The gameplay's great. So just sit back and watch. Ah, damn. Alright, hardest part of the level coming up right now. Ah, hold on. Okay, this is my favorite part coming up right now. Oh, damn. I gotta restart the whole duel. It gets finicky if you die in practice mode on it. But it's once you learn it, it's pretty easy. Decently easy. Not the easiest, but there we go. If anybody's watching, go play this level yourself. If you haven't beat that many demons, go for this level. It's great. It used to be a medium demon because not many people played it. A lot of people kind of complain about, oh, it's not a medium demon anymore. It's fine. It should have been easy. It is what it is. Either way, just wanted to highlight a level before I end stream. But now that the level's over, thank you for anybody who tuned in. It's a shorter stream. I'll probably do some off-camera building, just cause, figure some stuff out, and I might do another building stream tomorrow. In fact, it might be a lot longer. So tune in for that if you're watching right now, and if you are watching, have a great day. Thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Bye. That was awful. That was awful. Hold on. All right. In the next live. Okay. What am I doing? Just do the fucking outro.